It sounds a little silly, only 5 games in, to ask about moods and levels of concern, but it is 1-4 as well. What is your level of concern at this point, and where do you see the reasons, the signs for hope right now?
I mean, we don't want to dig this hole too deep. So that's the concern, because you start season starts going like this, then obviously you get to the deadline and you don't know what's going to happen. So that's a concern, because we got a great group of guys. We just got to figure it out.
Bam, this is sort of similar to the Detroit game. At that point, you held on to win, but there have been struggles late, even on nights when you look back and you see how you and Tyler, to a degree, Jimmy performed also. So what's happening at the end of these games when you seem to be positioned to win?
Well, we have 18 turnovers. I feel like that's the game right now. Limiting our turnovers, and then we got to get stops down the stretch. That's the biggest thing, getting stops and putting the ball in the basket.
Bam, sort of along those lines, last year you guys got so many reps and clutch minutes, but it's a new season, some new pieces that are going to be finishing games with you. So is there sort of a reset process and a new feeling out in terms of what you want your late game looks to be?
I mean, that's a tough situation to be in, because, you have guys that obviously want to be in the game. You have guys who've been in those positions, who's had those type of experiences. So biggest thing for us is trying to come together as a group collectively and figure out how we can, not give up 15-point leads and finish the game.
Bam, you mentioned getting more stops, and a couple of things I've noticed that compared to the past couple of seasons where you guys are really strong at finishing possessions when it comes to the defensive boards and when it comes to protecting against the rim, you guys have had a kind of a tumultuous start from those two aspects to start the season. How do you feel the team can improve and get back to the identity when it comes to actually finishing defensive possessions on the boards and at the rim?
Man, we can't watch film enough. We can't preach it enough. And the biggest thing for us is to actually, hone in on those two things and make a difference. Like I said, we're 1-4 right now. We don't want to dig this hole too deep, so we're fighting, or we're at the end of the season and thinking about, well, if we would have won this game or that game, it'd be a different factor now. So for us, the biggest thing for us is to handle it now and then figure it out later. Black Lives Matter, people.
Thank you, man.